what's up you guys? It's Jessie here and I am back with another video. Today I am actually bringing you a requested video. I got a request from a subscriber to do a video on my kind of hits and misses for e.l.f. products. Apparently the e.l.f. line is just now available in the country she lives in, so she just wanted to see kind of what I would recommend, so I thought that that would be a great video idea, so that's what I am bringing you today. I haven't really thought a whole lot about this, to be honest. I haven't done a lot of pre-planning for this video. I'm just going to go through my drawers and take a look at the stuff that I have and pull up my favorites, tell you about them, and then I'll also feature some of my least favorites so that you know to avoid those. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. So I'm opening up my foundation drawer here, and I don't really have a huge love for e.l.f. face products. At least as far as their cream, foundations, concealers, that sort of thing. A product that is a face product that I do really enjoy from e.l.f. is the e.l.f. BB cream. Now this is a newer release for e.l.f. if I'm not mistaken. It's something that I've just recently tried, but I do enjoy this. It doesn't give a ton of coverage, but of course it's a BB cream. It's not meant to. It's not meant to be full coverage. The color match on this particular one is really nice for me. This is buff, and it's not too dark. Of course, being a BB cream, it's not incredibly opaque, so if you do get a shade that's a little bit too dark or a little bit too light, this is much more forgiving. So this, I feel like you can definitely order online. It's got SPF 20 in it. It's really nice, a great base for your makeup, especially in like the spring and summer months when it's a little bit warmer and you're not looking for a full coverage foundation. A product from e.l.f. that I absolutely recommend if you have issues with breakouts or acne. This is the e.l.f. Zit Zapper. It's available from e.l.f.'s Essential line of products, so it's just $1. It is just a little roller ball of product that you can put directly onto your blemishes, and I find that this really knocks them out and clears them up really quickly. It's a great little product to have, and I highly recommend that. So this is the e.l.f. Cover Everything Concealer from the Essential line. It is just $2 on e.l.f.'s website, but I feel like when I bought this, I threw my $2 away. This is a very thick concealer. It's incredibly hard to blend. It's cakey, and I feel like once you finally do get it blended, it's really not all that high coverage. It's kind of sheer. So skip that one, but a concealer that I do recommend from e.l.f. is actually their all over cover sticks from the Essential line. These just run you $1, and these are very nice. I never hear anybody talk about these, probably because nobody really thinks all that much about them, but they're really nice. They blend really well. The color selection is not great, but if you can find a color that matches you, this has a really nice coverage. It's very creamy, great for spot concealing. I wouldn't recommend you put it under your eyes because it will crease, but if you just want to cover your blemishes with it and then set it with a powder, it's actually really nice. I do recommend that. I don't have it to share with you because I'm actually all out at the moment, but I highly recommend the e.l.f. HD setting powder, the translucent one. It's really nice, finely milled powder, and it gives you flawless finish to your makeup, so definitely recommend that. Another thing that I really like from e.l.f. as far as powders go is the high definition under eye setting powder. This is a really nice, again, finely milled translucent powder, but this has some glitter in it. I don't know if you can see that. At first when I found this product, the glitter totally turned me off and scared me, but it actually gives a really nice kind of reflective look and really makes your under eyes nice and bright, and it does a great job of setting your under eye concealer, so I do recommend that as well. Moving on to my blush drawer. e.l.f. makes some amazing blushes, you guys. I don't think that I have ever tried a blush from e.l.f. that I didn't love. Their blush palettes are incredible. I highly recommend these. If you have not seen these before, they are a little palette with 4 blushes that you can pop in and out of there. This is the dark one, so you can see a lot of really nice deeper shades for darker skin tones or for fall and winter looks. And then you have the light blush palette as well, which has the really nice light bright pinky shades and are very wearable for lighter skin tones such as mine. Also really love the Studio blushes. These are incredible. Highly recommend these. Some of my favorites are the one in Blushing Rose, which is a really gorgeous rose tone. And the other one that I really, really like is, what is this? Pink Passion. And it is bright in your face, kind of blue-based pink that really wakes up the face and is amazing in the summertime. What else here? Oh, these are great as well. They're baked blushes. These are really nice if you like a blush that has a bit of a sheen to it. You don't even need highlighter with these. Look at that. Look at that sheen. You can see it right there in the pan. This is Rich Rose. I've also got it in Passion Pink. I've got them all, actually. They're all really, really good. Sorry, I keep dipping out of frame. I'm digging in my drawer here. I'm so excited about this video. Last but not least, I really love the e.l.f. Pressed Mineral Blushes. These are incredibly highly pigmented. They feel really great on the skin, and they're beautiful. So there you go. The mineral line from e.l.f. is a bit more expensive. I believe the blushes from the mineral line run $5, and you know, I don't know what the prices are in other countries. I'm talking US dollars here, guys. But the Studio blushes in this packaging run you $3, and if I was not mistaken, the blush palettes are $8. Could be wrong about that, but yeah. Next up, I've got some bronzers to recommend for you guys. The Studio bronzers in this packaging are incredible. They're highly pigmented. There's a really nice range. You can get a cool toned bronzer here with the really nice cool toned browns for great contouring shades. If you just want to warm up your face, the warm bronzer is great for that. Just very nice kind of all over bronzer shade. And then they also have a golden bronzer, which actually makes a really beautiful highlight. Gorgeous. Highly recommend all three of those. The other thing that I have to recommend to you goes actually back to the baked blushes, but this is the one in Pinktastic, and this is the most beautiful highlight shade you will ever see. I honestly have a ton of highlighters, and this is the only one I use. I think it's just so pretty on my fair skin. Really beautiful, tons of product in here, and if you get just one item from e.l.f., have it be this. This is so beautiful, and you don't need to go out and spend the higher end prices for things like Mary Luminizer and all of those other really overhyped products on YouTube. Now, I haven't tried that, so maybe it's not overhyped. Maybe I'm crazy, but this is all I need. I love this little guy, and this was only $3. For eyelid primer, I recommend this to people all the time, especially if you are just looking for something to prime your lids and keep your eyeshadow from creasing. You're not necessarily looking for something that's going to conceal veins or discoloration or anything like that. If you're just looking for a straight up sheer colored primer, the e.l.f. eyelid primer is amazing. It's from their essential line, so these are just $1, and they do a really nice job. It's a little doe foot applicator. You just put it right on. It's completely sheer. Preps your lids for eyeshadow, makes the eyeshadow pop, and keeps it lasting all day, so I highly recommend that. The long-lasting, lustrous eyeshadows from e.l.f. are so beautiful. The only issue I have with these is that the stickers with the names of these products were actually on the box that the products came in, and it didn't occur to me at the time to transfer those little stickers, so I don't have the names of these products, but these are really, really pretty. They're kind of a mousse-like consistency. I don't know if you can see there. Very mousse-like, very shimmery, absolutely beautiful. I wear these over top of my eyeshadows a lot of times just for a little bit of shine. You can see there how beautiful that is. That's sort of a gold-toned shade, and again, I don't have the names, unfortunately, but I love that one. Another one that I really, really like is this purpley toned one, and so the texture on these is just so beautiful, and these are incredibly pigmented. Look at that. So pretty. I highly recommend those. Overall, e.l.f.'s eyeshadows are not my favorite. They have a lot of really cool kind of fun themed palettes. Like they've come out with the Disney palettes in the past, and I always buy those because I think they're so much fun. But the eyeshadow quality in them is not always the greatest, so if you're strictly going for quality, I highly recommend those long-lasting lustrous eyeshadows, which apparently I can't say. But the rest of e.l.f.'s eyeshadows, that I've tried have not been all that great. I do really like the Prism eyeshadow palettes from e.l.f. The only thing I would say about these is they can't really be worn on their own. They're really beautiful shimmery shadows. This is the one in Sunset, by the way. But, you know, there's no mattes, there's no darker shades necessarily in here to really go with this, so you can't really use this palette on its own. It's just kind of a great palette to have in conjunction with other eyeshadow palettes. There's just a couple of little swatches there. Really pretty, but like I said, you know, not really something that can be worn on its own. When you're talking about eyeliners from e.l.f., the pencil liners and the liquid liners are just kind of okay. There's nothing that kind of stands out and really screams amazing to me, but the one product from e.l.f. that I really love and go back to time and time again are their cream eyeliners. These are just like your average potted eyeliner that you use with a little eyeliner brush, but they're very pigmented. The black is ultra black. It's not super shiny. It dries more to a matte finish, which I personally like. They're very creamy. The only thing I would say about these is because it's a plastic container, they do dry out really quickly, but for the price, which these are studio products, so they're $3, you know, it's not terrible. I don't mind spending $3 every few months to get a replacement, but I've never made it all the way through one of these without it drying out, so if that's going to be an issue for you, just bear that in mind. But I really do like the cream eyeliners from e.l.f. Lipsticks. Moving on to lipsticks, e.l.f. does some amazing lipsticks, you guys. Their studio lipsticks, the moisturizing lipsticks I've talked to you guys about before. These are my absolute favorites. It's the newest line from e.l.f. As far as their lippies go, but they're just really moisturizing, beautiful, a huge range of colors. Every one I've tried has been gorgeous. This particular one is in Rosy Go Round. It's just a gorgeous rosy toned lipstick. Love that. The essential lipsticks, the entire line is just kind of mediocre to me, but there's a few shades that I absolutely love. Now these are from the essential line, so they're, you know, the packaging is not great. It's not all that attractive, and you can see it's a bit of a mess. These lipsticks are very soft, so they can kind of melt or get all over the place if you're not careful. But for their $1 price tag, I mean, come on, what do you expect, right? Anyway, this is the one in Classy. It's my all-time favorite. I absolutely love it. It's just a gorgeous, wearable, kind of nudie pink that is so stunning. I love that. Highly recommend that one. And the other one that I recommend from that line, there are a couple, but, you know, if you only pick two, have it be Classy and Voodoo, which is a really beautiful kind of brick red shade. Ah, so gorgeous. And the matte lip colors from the studio line are also really good if you love a good matte shade. These are so beautiful, so creamy. They're not ultra drying, a little bit drying, but nothing that can't be worked with. This particular one here is nearly nude. Look at that. So pretty. These I recommend as well. All of the shades that I've tried from the matte lip colors are perfection. This one here is Tea Rose. Look at that. So beautiful. Highly recommend those. Any of the lipsticks that you buy from e.l.f. are going to be on point. You're really not going to be disappointed, especially for the price tag. As far as glosses go, all the e.l.f. glosses that I've tried have just been okay. Nothing to really scream home about. They're fine, but nothing that really stands out. Another product that I absolutely love from e.l.f. are their makeup remover cleansing cloths. These are really great. They get all my makeup off. They have a nice smell, and they come with 20 wipes in a container. So pretty affordable and just really nice. I buy these like 5 packs at a time so that I always have them. And the last thing I kind of want to touch on before I go are the e.l.f. brushes. This is where it's at. If you are looking for high quality, amazingly wonderful brushes for a super affordable price, look no further. The studio line of brushes, every single brush that I've tried from the studio line has been amazing. Some of my favorites are the e.l.f. powder brush, which is just a flat top powder brush that works really, really well, super dense and soft. Also, the e.l.f. kabuki brush is incredibly dense, so soft and luxurious, and works amazingly well for powder. Some more of my favorites, the e.l.f. small stipple brush. If you are in the market for a good stippling brush, look no further. This is incredible. What else? Most of my everyday brushes are from the e.l.f. Studio line. I just love that line. As far as the Essential line goes, you can probably skip most of the brushes from that line. They're kind of wiry, not all that great. The exceptions being, of course, everyone and their mother talks about the Essential eyeshadow brush. It's just kind of a flat shader brush that's perfect, and there's no sense in spending any more than $1 because you can get this one for that, and it's incredible. As well as the e.l.f. eyelash and brow wand. It's just a spoolie. You don't need to spend a ton of money for something like this. This is just $1 as well from the Essential line. And the other brush that I really love from e.l.f.'s Essential line that I don't have with me because I don't use it for makeup is the e.l.f. concealer brush, and I use that for cleaning up around my nail polish. It's the perfect size and shape for that. Just dip it in some acetone and clean up your cuticles or whatever. Works really, really well for that. So I believe that's everything I wanted to talk to you guys about today. Like I said, it's not an all-inclusive video at all. e.l.f. is a huge line, and there's a ton of products to choose from. But those are just some of my favorites, so hopefully you found this helpful. Give this video a thumbs up if you love e.l.f. products, and tell me down below what your favorite e.l.f. products are, especially if I didn't mention them here, because I want to give my viewers as many recommendations as possible for such an amazing brand. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll talk to you again soon. Bye, everyone.